It sure is. We have about 14 days to the official start of fall, but the cold front we talked about last week doesn't look like it's going to make it this week, so we're going to keep that hot and dry weather through at least Friday, but that humidity is going to gradually increase as we head through the weekend, and then we'll see some rain chances returning to the forecast. So as we take a look at the national view, high pressure dominating the entire southeast. We're not going to see too much in the way of rain the next couple of days, but check this out. Denver, you were at 100 degrees 2 days ago, which was Sunday, and now it is Tuesday morning and we're looking at 35 and snow is starting to fall. Can you believe that? That is absolutely insane. So this is a very strong system. Now, if this would have moved a little further over to the east, we likely could have had this front actually push through the region, but it's just going to be a little too far, and then it's going to kind of move up the northern tier of the country. So really not going to see all that much in the way of cool weather. We're going to keep the suburb pattern rolling a little bit longer, but I promise you cooler weather will eventually move into the Delta. However, it still could be 2-3 weeks away, maybe sooner. Who knows? I sure hope it is. But taking a look at the radar, things are quiet this morning across the ArkLaMiss. No rain, no wet roadways. The only shower is going to be along the coast a little bit later on today. And temperature is currently 70 degrees here in Greenville, so comfortable. Dew point still in the 60s. And as for Greenwood, just a little bit warmer at 71. And we were actually in the mid 60s earlier, so it was another cool start. But again, we're going to gradually warm up. Everyone's starting to get close to 70. However, Oxford, Kosciuszko still in the upper 60s. The cool spot, 63 in Tunica, 68 out in Pine Bluff, and 70 in El Dorado. But again, these temperatures are going to be on the increase, and so is that humidity. Over the next couple of days, we'll get closer and closer to those humidity levels we were dealing with, earlier in the month before this cool front came through. But again, it's not going to be excessive, which is good news. No heat advisories expected through at least the next 6 days. Now, as we track out the next several days, just not a whole lot coming on. We're not going to see any rain here in the Delta. I mean, a stray shower can't be ruled out, mainly south of Highway 82, but we have this front that looks like it's going to move through, but it kind of slows down heading into Thursday and then stalls out, and it's not quite going to make it. It's going to wash out into Texas. That means, no cooler weather for us, but also no rain chances. If that front would have came through, we would have had a much better chance of some rain. But it looks like we're just going to have some general afternoon showers returning as we head into your weekend. Very typical of what you would expect towards the end of summer. We could actually use the rain. It's been a while. We haven't seen too much in the way of shower activity over the last couple of months. And over the next 6 to 10 days, we have about a 33% chance of seeing above average rainfall as we head into next week. So let's take a quick look at the tropics because it is very active, and we're only 2 days away from the official peak of the 2020 hurricane season. And right now we're dealing with Renee, expected to become a Category 1 hurricane into this weekend before turning into the North Atlantic. So just going to affect all the fish out there. No land even close to this storm. As for Paulette, going to continue on a western trajectory through Sunday. Eventually will turn back, taking a very similar path to Renee. Neither one of these storms are expected to impact the United States. However, there is a disturbance off the Carolina coastline, about a 40% chance of development, and it will kind of move in the general direction of the Carolinas, maybe even into Virginia as we head into the weekend and early next week. So that's really the only storm that we need to watch closely for the United States. As for the Gulf of Mexico, things are going to remain quiet through this weekend, which is good news. But again, we're still in a very active tropical season. We've already had 17 of the 21 named storms become named. Next up is Sally, and we only have 4 more this year. We're likely going to get through Wilfred, which means we'll be into the Greek alphabet next. So again, just an incredible season. Almost as active as 2005, and it may even be the most active season on record by the time it's all said and done. So again, we'll continue to keep you updated each week as things change, but for today we're just going to have plenty of sunshine in the Delta. Tolerable humidity. Is going to be hot, but almost identical to what we had yesterday. So if you liked the weather yesterday, well, we're going to do it again. As for tonight, lows of 70, mostly clear, not as cool, and tomorrow similar to what we'll have today. So again, the last couple of days pretty much copies of each other, and we're going to keep that trend going through Friday before things kind of change. We cool down just a little bit heading into the weekend, and rain chances gradually return. So again, Bryce, not a whole lot to talk about, which isn't necessarily a bad thing.